to goonlinetrainings.com. So always I say starting point is not so important for anybody, right? Abraham Lincoln was a shoemaker, right? So President of India Modi was selling tea. So starting point is not so important for anybody. What is important? The destiny or the ending point is very very important, right? To do that, you need to have proper mentors, proper gurus is important. Not only your education, not only your knowledge, intelligence. Apart from that, you have to get a lot of mentoring and coaching, and proper skills you have to learn. That is very very important for you to grow up in the ladder. So always I believe that I got very good mentor, and because of that today I could suggest and recommend and give mentoring to many people. And many of my students in India itself, I trained more than 50,000 people all over the world, right? In India itself, my students in Infosys and Wipro, thousands of students I used to train in year 2006 and 7. And after that I used to work for the companies as a developer and senior developer and team lead. So I'm passionate about the training. Because of that I'm here today. I quit the job and completely I'm the faculty and trainer. I wanted to share my knowledge, right? So if you have proper mentor, proper gurus, you will get much more opportunities, and we could also serve the society. Because you don't get good teachers, you will get developers, and you will get leads, you will get managers, but getting a good teacher is also very very important, to shape up the curve, right? It's very very important that you have to follow the instructions, and everybody will have equal opportunities, right? So you may take 2 months extra time, I may get the opportunity within one day, or you may take 1 year more. So understand, slow and steady wins the race. So some housewife may take 6 months to complete the course, or if you're free and if you plan, you can also complete the course within 3 months. End of the day, getting opportunities are important. To get the opportunities, skills are important, not the proxies, not the backdoor entries. That is not going to work for 100%. Clear, guys? So let us understand today what is data analytics and everything. So before that, people who have joined today, they need to fill this form, so that we will get to know your information, and we can send you daily recorded videos. This form is going to be containing your email address, full name with surname as per Aadhaar card or passport, course details, Power BI, location or city, mobile number. If you're from other country, give your country code as well. Click on subscribe. So can you fill this form? I'm giving the form in the chat window. People have done it, ignore it. People who are new today, you have to do it. There are two advantages. One is that you will be eligible for the discounts, and the daily videos are going to be uploading to your email ID, so that you don't lose anything. So the email, the all videos will be recorded and will be given to you, and 6 months validity, and you can keep these videos with you, so you can just practice them. And after that, if you wanted to have some more time, and you can also extend the by paying some nominal renewal amount, so that you can take 6 months extra time, then complete the course, right? By 6 months, first 6 months, you will be able to get all videos, and it will be uploaded into the portal, so that you can watch them. You will be able to get user ID and password. Using that, you can watch them, take the notes, and everything I'm going to be giving. But only thing is that daily minimum 2 to 3 hours of effort you have to put it. That's what is important. Now, as we learned already, so if you have any escalations, you can reach my operations head. This is my WhatsApp number, goonline.madhav. And if you wanted to talk to me, bhaskarjogi@gmail.com, goonline.bhaskar. You can write a mail to me with your phone number. I'll be calling you and talking to you if you have any concern anytime. So these are the office numbers. You can reach them for anything. So fee details and everything will be given by tomorrow. So tomorrow will be the last and final free demo, and after that, it will be converting into the paid course. Okay? The, demos are free. You need not pay not even single penny. So yesterday demo got over, and today and tomorrow. So today and tomorrow we'll be talking about completely technical things. And yesterday I spoke about completely generalized things, right? So as we discussed, and Go Online Trainings offering completely online trainings, no classroom trainings at all. And we are dealing with all these courses, and we have different faculties. And if you wanted to know details about these courses, you can reach these numbers, or you can write info@goonlinetrainings.com or Bhaskar Jogi, or you can also, mail me or WhatsApp these, to these numbers. Okay. And so, as we discussed already, Power BI or data analytics, anyone can learn, and hot skill into the market, and high salary is paid. No coding is required. 45 days is the duration to complete this. And Monday to Friday, we'll have classes daily 1 hour, 8 to 9 morning IST. As I said, daily recorded videos will be posted, after 1 hour. Real-time topics are going to be discussed, and sample CVs are provided after the class. CV preparation guidance is given. Online lab support will be given. Interview questions I'm going to be sharing at the end. Placement assistance and support across India can be given. One project is included for free, right? So whatever you ask, I'm going to be giving, but only thing is that you have to be with me. And if you have any concern, if you're stuck somewhere, you can say, sir, I'm stuck, this is my phone number, can we connect one to one? Yes, we'll connect one to one. I'll rectify the issue, then you can just proceed further. So don't hesitate for anything, right? So who can learn these course? As we discussed, any graduate, any non-IT professional, any year passed out. Sir, I'm 2005 passed out, open university. Sir, I have education gaps. I'm from BA, BCom, botany, zoology. So any qualification, anybody can come into IT industries today, because IT industry, these tools are not at all required any prior knowledge, or coding is not required. BA, B Pharmacy, any qualification you can have, and a diploma, BTech, all branches. You may have 10 years of gap. You may doing your business, or you could be housewife. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Only thing is that you are not able to get into IT industry because you don't have skills. If you have the skills, you can pick up the skills within 2 to 3 months of time, or you may take 6 months of time. Many people got into IT industry. One housewife last month got 3 offer letters, even though recession is going on in India, right? All over the world, right? So 3 offer letters, she cracked it, and 2012 passed out, and housewife for almost 11 years, and 3 companies, very, very good package, she got it. So end of the day, skills matter. So does, remaining things are useless. So I don't know this, I'm having like this, I'm having like this, all these things are, useless. So end of the day, skills matter. So remaining things I will be taking care. So, as we said, what all you need to learn already, I have told you. So, yesterday itself, only if you wanted to learn Power BI, what is the first course you need to learn? So, you need to know what to learn. Yesterday I told you, right? So, only if you learn Power BI, that is useless. You have to learn first SQL Server. So, information technology is IT industry. Information means what? Information means it can be derived from the data. So without data, IT industry is not going to be there. But how the data is going to be stored in the IT industry? With the help of SQL, or database management system, or called as RDBMS, right? IT industry means what? IT industry means information technology, but how do you get the information? So information can be derived with the help of a data. But where is the data? IT industry is going to be, storing all the data will be stored in, SQL, or you can say RDBMS, or database management system. So compulsorily, if you wanted to get into IT industry without data storing technology, you will not be able to learn anything. Even though you learn Java, .NET, SAP, Android, or you take data science, data analytics, or XYZ, any course you learn, the faculty will tell you, without SQL knowledge, don't come to IT industry. IT industry is going to be doing only two things. One is called storing data. So, and the second one is called processing data. So storing data can be done with the help of SQL. Processing the data can be done with the help of a language like you may have C, or you may have C++, or you may have Java, or you may have a .NET, any languages, Android, Python, any language, whatever be the things that you're going to be using today, all these things can happen, can be used to process the data. IT industry or any IT company is going to be dealing with only two things. One IT company is going to be dealing with the storing of the data. The second one is it is going to be processing the data. Nothing more than this, any IT industry. You can take Google, you can take, Infosys, Microsoft, this one, that one. So they take the data, they process the data, they take the data, they process the data. IT industry is going to be dealing with only this one. So compulsorily you have to learn SQL Server or any RDBMS technology, because SQL technologies are more and more. We have Oracle, we have SQL Server. Yesterday's I clearly spoken about what are the RDBMS softwares. This you need to practice for 45 days, not basics. Sir, I have studied Udemy course. Sir, my friend will teach me. Sir, I have knowledge about basic. If you're thinking like that, nothing is going to be happening. Unfortunately, we don't have live classes, so you have to buy our videos and practice them. So it is 1 hour video into 45 to 50 videos will be there daily. Each and one video you need to watch in the evening and complete this. Without in-depth of knowledge of RDBMS or SQL Server, you will not be able to get into data analytics. This is where 20% of the coding will be there, but otherwise this is very, very important. So remember, SQL means to store the data and to retrieve the data. That is what I told you. So it is simply a go down, right? RDBMS means go down or a storeroom or a tank. In the tank, what you do? You put the water, get the water. So if you go to ICICI Bank or Citibank, what you do? You deposit the cash, withdraw the cash. End of the day, all these are called as data storing and retrieving. Or it is, these technologies you must learn completely and thoroughly. Right? So, sir, I have studied in BTech. I have basic videos. It is not going to work. The second technology that I'm going to be taking, that is Power BI with the DAX, right? So this will be again 45 days and live classes will be there. Once the demos got over, I'll be, telling you how to install and everything. Live classes and a daily 1 hour class will be there Monday to Friday. So this is where you're going to be creating reports and everything. So it is very, very easy to understand Power BI. You need not know anything. Even SQL Server is also not important to understand this, because Power BI is a tool you can learn. However you learn Instagram, however you learn WhatsApp. So how to use WhatsApp, how to use Instagram, the same way you can learn Power BI. But why is that we need to learn SQL Server? Because to get a job, when you go for the interviews, when you apply CV, 60 to 70% of the interview questions are going to be asked only in this, right? So, and remaining 40% of the questions will be coming from here. So to understand Power BI or DAX, you need not know anything, but to crack the job, 60% of the interview questions are going to be there. So you cannot stop, go where the interview process again. You cannot join the course, right? So from today, day one itself, you buy the videos and you should be able to watch the video and prepare the notes on your own. And here also live classes will be happening. You need to daily ask the questions of SQL Server or Power BI. Any doubts you can ask in the Power BI class, because you will be meeting me in the live. Clear? So these are the things that you need to plan. 45 days means 1.5 months. So March and April. So March and April, you will be able to, complete this. But is it sufficient? Answer is no. In the May month also, you have to take one more course. That is what is called SSIS. So I will tell you what is this. It is ETL course, and to 25 days course, it will be again daily 1 hour. And we have live classes, or you can also buy videos. Okay. So it will be there and you should be able to complete this. And data warehousing, so this is compulsorily, this will be for 5 days course, and each video will be 1 hour. So this will be free course. Okay, so you need to make the payment now. SQL Server and Power BI, these two, but these are videos and you will be able to get lot of case studies and software and everything. I'm going to be giving it to you. And this one, a lot of case studies and practice work is going to come, and you will gain a lot of knowledge. Then after that, in the next month, so in the May month, you need to pay for this course. Okay, it is not free. It is, you need to pay, and this will be free. And we will be giving one more course for free also. This will be again 5 days. This is very, very small courses, and each video will be 1 hour, and it will be free also. Then sample CVs and CV preparation, job guidance, everything I'm going to be giving. So this is the complete duration of the course, and a total March, April, May, you are going to be completing the course. That is what is called data analytics. Yeah, am I clear? So after that, CV preparation, job explanation, project explanation, everything you should be able to take it and upload your CVs. And we have, if you go to goonlinetrainings.com website, and daily, opportunities in India especially, we're going to be putting into the jobs category. You can just go and see, how many opportunities we have. SQL Server with SSIS, right? So we have SSIS SQL Server, a lot of opportunities, Power BI. So you should be able to, come here and apply, or you can also put your CV into Naukri.com, Monster. You need to fail for 5 to 10 rounds of interviews, then you should be able to crack the easily job. So I'm sure you will be able to get not only one, you will be able to get more than one offer letters. A lot of people, housewives, a lot of sales guys, they have changed their career. A lot of accountants, lot of teachers, housewives, marketing guys. So all these people or teachers shifted their career to IT industry, because IT industry is a private industry. They don't see your gaps. They don't see your, nothing. So only for the freshers, they'll say you should not have educational gaps. You should not have this one, that one. But if you're a, experienced guy, they don't ask you anything. So if you have a skill, you can easily get into IT industry. There is no problem. Even though you're 2005 passed out of BA, BCom, nothing worries. A lot of my students are now into very, very good companies in India and worldwide, and they're getting very huge packages. Clear? If you wanted to talk to them, I'll invite them probably Monday or Tuesday, and people recently who got the job. So you can just talk to them how they prepared, and how is that, they cracked the interviews, how many times they failed, everything you can just live, you can just talk to them. I will invite Monday or Tuesday. You can just talk to them and understand, how they got these many offer letters. Chal. So now, as I told you, if you wanted to deal with the data analytics course, right? Data analytics will have the data, because without a data, nothing is going to be happening, right? So data is important for the IT industry. For the data analytics course, data is important. Now, one guy asked about this data. So to Microsoft, one journalist asked, "Sir, what do you mean by data?" So the asked question to Microsoft CEO Bill Gates. Then Bill Gates says that data is currency today. What is data? Data is currency today. So currency means you don't need to sell anything. WhatsApp is not selling anything to you. Facebook is not selling anything to you, but they are very rich in this world. Google is not selling anything to you directly, even though they are very rich. Amazon is selling some product, or Walmart is selling some product, right? But how come WhatsApp and Instagram or Facebook became so rich? Because they have your data. With the data, they can do wonderful things, right? So data itself is a currency today. That is what Microsoft said. The same question asked to Google, right? In US, what do you mean by data? So Google says data is everything today. Whatever you think of, that is data, data, data. You're talking about artificial intelligence, you're talking about robots, you're talking about automation, you're talking about driverless cars, right? So whatever you are talking about today, that is because of data, data, data. So data is going to be creating a lot many things in this world. We can do wonderful things in the world with the data. Clear? But the question is that what is the size of the data that you have? That is what the entire question boils down to. So what is the size of the data that you have? So I'm running a Go Online Trainings, very, very small company. Now monthly I will get 1,000 inquiries. Sir, do you have a Java course? Sir, do you have Power BI course? Sir, do you have Azure course? So we are good getting daily 1,000 inquiries. The put together it will be, or monthly we'll get 1,000 or 10,000 inquiries. It will be 5 MB of data, 10 MB of data. All the data we are going to be storing in Excel, right? So why are we storing the data? If I don't store the data, I cannot call them. I don't know how many people have inquired. Definitely I need to store the data elsewhere. 20 years back, we were writing, we are using notebooks, pen and paper. But today, we have upgraded to computerization. So we are storing the data into a Excel sheet, or you can also write the details into the paper and pen, but that is not the right way to do it. So storing the data, and we also process the data. What do you mean by process? How many people have inquired? That number I wanted to know. I would like to count. Count is a process. I wanted to know how many people have joined. What is the total fee I have collected? How many people have, inquired and did not join? So this kind of a simple reports, my team going to be processing on the data and they are going to be sending. So end of the day, the companies will store the data somewhere and they are going to be processing the data also with the help of the data. So that is what is called a small amount of data the company has, and I am happy with the reports and everything. Think about Amazon company, Walmart company, how much of data they will be getting every month or every day. Do you think that only thousand inquiries every month they are getting lakhs of rupees or millions of data? Okay, so every month they'll be getting 500 GB of data, 1000 GB of data all over the world. So all the data you cannot store in Excel. That is where we are going to be using a technology called SQL. It is also called as database management system, or you can say relational database management system. So this is used only to store large amount of data. Large means what? GBs of data. When I have 500 GB of data, can you store in Excel? Excel will fail. Excel data 1000, 2000, or maximum 1 lakh or 2 lakh rows, or 100,000, 200,000 data you can store. After that, Excel cannot be used. Excel will fail, right? I wanted to go to supermarket from my house. It will be hardly 5 miles or 5 kilometers. How do I go? Either I can take a bike and go, car and go. It is very easy. But I wanted to go to 500 miles. Can I go with a bike? It is going to fail. Why? Because the bike is the not right tool. So you have to use the appropriate tool. If I wanted to go to 500 miles, I take a train, take a bus, take a car and go. So that is how you're going to be changing the tools. Small amount of data, Excel. Large amount of data, you have to change. 5 kilometers bike, 500 miles, 500 kilometers, you have to use the car or the bus or the train. So when you have a large amount of data, SQL or database management systems that need to be used. And how do you process the data? You need to use any language, right? So languages, so a lot of languages are available: C, C++, Java, .NET. What are the SQL softwares we have? We have popular software is called Oracle. Oracle is a SQL software or database management software. SQL Server, SQL Server, it is also SQL software from Microsoft, MS means. And DB2, it is from the IBM company. IBM company is also giving you one software called DB2, Database 2000, and you can store the data with the help of this. This is also IBM product only, IBM software only, Netezza, right? You can use all these technologies. All of them are called RDBMS, relational database management system. So what is that this technology is going to be doing? It is going to be storing the data. As I told you, if you have a blood, you need to have a blood bank. If you have a gold, you need to have a gold bank where you're going to be storing the gold. If you have a data, where do you store the data? Data bank. Data bank is called as a database, or it is called as SQL. Remember. So you have ICICI Bank, you have HDFC Bank, you have Citibank, you have Deutsche Bank, you have State Bank. Lot of banks are available. End of the day, the purpose is the same, right? You have Chiranjeevi Blood Bank, you have Care Hospital Blood Bank, you have Ashwini Blood Bank. Different blood banks are available. End of the day, the purpose is the same, right? So you have Oracle, you have SQL Server, DB2, NetEase, PostgreSQL. You have many softwares are available. The purpose is to store the data. You have MySQL, right? We have Sybase. Lot of things are available. You have Teradata. Thousands of softwares are available where you can store large amount of data. Remember this. And how do you process this data? So you cannot use Oracle to process entire data. You may use language like C or C++, or you can use Java, or you can use Python, or you can use any language, SAP or Android. So any language you can use to store to process the data. That is what you got to understand. So when you have GBs of data, this is how we can do it. But if you wanted to go to 500 miles, you can go by car or bus. But I wanted to go to US. Can I take a car or bus or train? You're going to be failing. So when you have, terabytes of data, so it will be millions of rows and billions of rows I'm talking about. 1 million is equivalent to 10 lakhs, right? 1 million is equivalent to 10 lakhs, and in according to Indian decimal system. So when you have, millions and billions of data, so let us talk about every month. Every month, let us say you are getting 200 GB of data every month into 12 months of data. So what is the size of the data? It will become 2.4 terabytes of data. Remember, so 1 terabyte equals to approximately 1000 GB of data, right? 1000 GB of data. So if you use 12 months data, it will become approximately 2.4 terabytes of data. When you have large amount of data, can you use same tool? I wanted to go to Dubai or America from India. Can I go by a car? No, 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 no. You need to go by a flight, right? So when you have so much of a data, this system is going to be failing. So you need to again change that tool. So this is where a new tool comes: data warehouse softwares or data warehouse tools IT industry is going to be using to storing the data. Clear? And to process this much of a data, BI softwares or BI tools are used. End of the day, we are going to be using the same thing: storing data and processing the data. But why tools are, increasing or changing? Because when the size of the data increases, you have to change the tool. So if you wanted to go to America, you cannot take a car and go or a train and go. You need to change the flight, right? And you have to do the things like that. So data warehousing tools we're going to be using. But how data warehousing can be built? So warehouse means go down. So warehouse means go down. You need to have large hardware. Large hardware you need to buy, but only hardware is not sufficient. You need to install the software. But what software it is going to be having? So SQL means you can have Oracle, SQL Server, DB2, Netezza, Teradata. One software you need to install in the large hardware. For example, I take my computer. If you go to this PC, right click on this and go to show more properties, and I will show you properties. Okay. My computer name is called Kadar. 5 GB RAM, 8 GB RAM I have. I have i5 processor. What is the maximum RAM size I have? 8 GB. What is the capacity of the processor? i5, right? And Windows 11 Pro I'm using. Now, what is the hard disk capacity? So, C drive, D drive, these drives are there completely put together. It is 1 terabyte of hard disk. Okay. And 8 GB of RAM. You can have minimum 4 GB of RAM. 8 GB RAM is enough. 100 terabyte. And that's it. One i7 or i5 processor. So, in this machine, if I install any SQL software, if I install, maximum what is the data I can store? 1 terabyte, not more than that, because my hard disk size is 1 terabyte. If I install any Oracle software or any software in this configuration machine, maximum I can store 1 terabyte of data. But companies wanted to store 100 terabytes of data. So how do I do that? So to store large amount of data, we have to use SQL software only in IT industry. There is no other software. But if I don't have sufficient hardware, how do I do that? So you need to buy 100 terabytes of hard disk, let us say 1000 GB of RAM, and not only one processor, lot of processors you need to have. Inside that, you need to install SQL software. SQL means any RDBMS software, so that you can have a large amount of data, you can have it. Clear? So data warehouse can be prepared with the help of, large hardware. But software wise, either this software, some software you have to install, and then only it can store large amount of data. Otherwise it is not, right? You have a bucket, plastic buckets are there. You have a tank. Both of them are made up of plastic. But what is the difference between tank and bucket? The size. and bucket can store 30 to 40 liters of water. Tanks is going to be storing 1000-liter capacity of water. So the size, because of that size, the name changes, the purpose is also changed, right? So data warehouse means a large amount of hardware where same software can be installed, so that you can store large amount of data. And in the here, if I wanted to store the data, these languages I cannot use, because language means you need to write a lot of code. So if you write a lot of code, lot of time, so we need to have ready-made tools. This is where the BI tools came into existence. In it is started in year 2000. So we have SAP BI started, then SAS BI started, then we have Oracle BI, then we have Microsoft MS BI, right? MS BI means Microsoft BI. Then we have recently Tableau BI. It is a Tableau company software. Okay, Tableau BI, like that. Lot of softwares are available now. Recently, Power BI. So lot of BI tools are available. Not only MS BI. MS BI is Microsoft BI software. Power BI is also Microsoft BI, and SAP BI, SAS BI, OBI. And let us talk about these things. Okay, so end of the day, they are going to be processing the data. And let us talk about these BI tools and MSBI tool. MSBI is started year 2005. Clear? Microsoft BI, but these tools have been started early year 2000. Clear? 2000 came data warehousing technology is released into the market in 1990s. Clear? And BI tools got released early 99, and in 2000 these tools have been released into the market. And SQL is introduced into the market in 1970s. Okay, by which is the company, the found this technology. The company name is called IBM. So SQL, the technology came from innovation. It came from this IBM company. So SQL is from innovation of IBM company in 1970s. Clear? So later we got data warehousing technologies. Then year 2000 we have BI technologies. So to analyze the data and everything. And so year 2000 lot of tools came into the market, but these are completely reporting tools. Reporting means you can take some data, create a beautiful reports. For example, I have some data here. Now, for example, I have January sales, let us say $20 billion. February sales is $12 billion. March sales is, let us say, $19 billion, right? So this is a simple report, but I wanted to show you a beautiful visualization. So when you go to Excel and when you go to insert, you can create a beautiful visualization. This is what is called a visualizations or reporting. Instead of showing boring data into the table format, I will be able to show the data in this format. End of the day, the company management wanted to see the sales data. So what is the January sales? What is the February sales? What is the March sales? They wanted to have the data in the visualization format. Clear? To understand the data. Now, if I wanted to create a visualization, the reports, now these tools are used. Which tools are used? I'm talking about SAP BI, SAS BI, Oracle BI. These tools can prepare beautiful reports. It is similar to Excel. Excel is also good reporting tool, and anybody also can create a beautiful reports and everything. But only problem with the Excel is it cannot accommodate maximum data or large amount of data. It will hang. Because of that, when you have a large amount of data, people cannot use. People shifted from Excel to this kind of a softwares. Clear? Year 2000. But these were popular, but only problem with very, very costly. You cannot do anything else, and very complex to learn also. Very complex to learn, and much more coding you need to know. Lot of things were having, and costly tools. But all these negative points seen by Microsoft, they said, hey, don't use these tools. I'm going to be giving you one more software called MSBI, and this collection of three tools. This is collection of three tools. One is called SSIS, one is called SSAS, one is called SSRS. You don't buy only reporting tool. I will give you reporting tool. I will give you ETL tool. I will give you analysis tool. So these three tools have been given into the market. and it is a big brand of Microsoft. Analysis you can do with this, and reporting you can do with this. These three are called MSBA, Microsoft Business Intelligence, and released in year 2005. And it is a free tools. Microsoft said, hey, you buy my SQL software, you buy my software, I'm going to be giving you this for free. When you say like that, because of Microsoft brand, because of Microsoft brand and easiness, no coding, many people stopped using SAP BA, SAS BA, OBA, slowly jumped to all over the world. The companies have jumped to MSBA, right? So it, because of this, it became so popular. So SSIS can do some work, AS can do some work, SSRS can do some work. So we have 20 years back phones only you can talk, but today's phones can do lot of other things. Like in MSBA you can do lot of other things, but only with this only we can do one activity. So old phone and latest phone, you see the comparison, both of them are phones only, both of them are BA technologies only, but this BA technology is giving you much more things, so that you can do lot of things with the help of BA and free, or it will be one third cost of the above tool. Clear? So because of this, and no coding is required, and easily people can understand, companies have shifted from this to this in year 2005. Clear? So we'll talk about what is SSIS, what is SSAS, and everything in tomorrow's class, so that you will understand what is MSBA. Clear? So after that, what happened? In 2010, there is a company came into the market, Tableau BI. So the next software released into the market called Tableau BI, it has released, and with the help of this software, what this software says, it is a self-service BI. What is the meaning of this? Self-service BI means you need not know any technical knowledge, any MBA graduate, any BCom graduate, anybody who wanted to create a beautiful report, they can create the reports. No need of having a technical team, no need of paying extra amount to them. So any MBA graduate, any manager can create the report and give it to their boss. Self-service BA means you can prepare on your own. For example, Maggie noodles. I need not be a chef, but I can prepare the food. I can prepare Maggie noodles and eat within 2 minutes. Very fast, need not have the special skills, and you are happy. So just like Maggie noodles, similar to that. So you need not know anything about any software. So self-service BI means non-technical people can create a beautiful reports. You need not maintain the technical team. For MSBA, you need to have a technical team. For SAP BA also you need to have a technical team. So lot of companies have stopped using this kind of a tools, and they completely gone. So this is a purely again a reporting tool. It is purely reporting tool. So it is given a bigger competition to SSRS, because SSRS is the reporting software in this. So Microsoft thought, okay, I have to give the competition to this guy. Now in 2015, again, they have changed, and they have released one more software. It is Power BI software. It is again self-service BI. What is the meaning? No technical guy is needed to create a report. And the problem with this software, it is again costly, and it cannot work with other existing softwares. You need to buy the separate hardware, you need to have separate skilled people. So these are the big headache for the companies, because to maintain the Tableau you need to have different skilled people, different licensing methodologies, and very costly. But even though costly, they were using because anybody can use it. So to give a competition to this, in 2015, Power BI is released, so which is completely given to a competition, and which is again cheaper, or started giving for free, and after that it is giving you again one third cost of this software. Because of this, Power BI slowly occupied here, and a Tableau BI came down. And Power BI you have, and instead of SSRS, this is a reporting tool. Many people started using this. So you can use SSIS, because without this you cannot perform the data analytics, right? Tomorrow you will understand what is the purpose for this, what is the purpose this, what is the purpose. You can use SSRS software to create a reports and all, or you can also use Power BI. This will be completely self-service BI, but here you need to know the technical things, right? So technical knowledge you need to have to work with this. So now company started using Power BI. That is how Power BI came into existence. Power BI can create a beautiful reports. Power BI is similar to Excel sheets. Remember, but you need not know Excel. Many people will say you have to know Excel. That is not needed. But what you have to know compulsorily SQL Server because it is a Microsoft software. Now let us understand some history about SQL Server and we'll continue further. Right? SQL Server is the Microsoft software and initially it got released into the market. When it is released, do you know? It is released in year 2000, year 99, no, not 99, 89, 1989, 1989. It was completely SQL or RDBMS software. SQL means what? It is data storing and retrieving software or a tool, right? So SQL Server got released in year 1899 by Microsoft. Next release is 3.0 version, then 5.0 version, then 7.0 version, lot of versions, then SQL Server 2000. So I will be calling this as a SQL Server or SQL Server. This is a SQL software or SQL software. All these are SQL softwares only. Oracle is also SQL software. Microsoft have taken the same name and they have used. It doesn't mean that SQL means only this. SQL means all these are SQL softwares only or SQL softwares only that you have to remember. Right? Or all of them are called RDBMS softwares only. So this is what you got to understand. Till 89 2000 they have released this software, but later what happened? Microsoft changed its strategy in the next version released in year 2005. Okay, so the next release either 2005. In that they have this software. In this they have added one more thing called MSBI. SSIS is added, SSAS is added, SSRS is added. So when you install SQL Server of 2005, SQL software will be installed plus MSBI, Microsoft Business Intelligence software also will be installed. So what is SSIS? So SSIS means what? So SSIS means it is SQL Server Integration Services. Remember this. So it is completely ETL software. Tomorrow we'll understand what is the ETL. So this is what is the SQL. SS means SQL Server Integration Services. The next software analysis. The next software is called as SSAS, which is an analysis software. What is analysis? That also will understand tomorrow. The next software that I have released, SQL Server reporting software. Clear? Where we can create a beautiful reports and visualizations. So this is not a extra software that you have to buy. When you install SQL Server 2005, automatically this will be installed. Clear? So one SQL software plus three BI softwares. Total four softwares will be installed in your computer. So the next release, what is the next release? 2008. Then 2008 R2. R2 means release 2. Then a 2012 version, 2014 version, 2016 version, then 2017 version, then current version 2019, recently 2022. Okay, so these are the SQL Server versions being released. The latest version is either you can install 2019 because I have installed this, and you can also install this so that you will be able to run. So what is the version of SQL Server you will be able to install? 2019 or 2022. So when you install this, you will get SQL Server plus MSBI also will be installed. But I wanted to install Power BI also, that we can install separately because this is a separate software that you have to install. So on Monday's class, I'll show you how to install this. But to install this, you have to know some hardware and laptop requirement, right? So what is the hardware you need to have in your laptop? Without a laptop, you cannot do this course. So You need to arrange the laptop within 10 days or 1 week or 10 days time. So what is the hardware? Minimum any processor you can have, but don't go for Celeron. No Celeron processor. Okay, no Celeron. You can have AMD processor or i3, i4, blah blah blah. So any processor we can have, but no Celeron processor. And minimum 4 GB of RAM is required. So or more is also fine, but minimum 4 GB is required. And hard disk 256 GB SSD or more. Or you can also have hard disk and everything, but hard disk is not needed. So 250 GB SSD or more is recommended. Only hardware wise, this much is enough. And software wise, what is that you have to install? Compulsorily, you need to have Windows operating system 10 or 11. Later means 11. You will have two versions, 11 or Pro. Pro means professional. Okay. You may have a Windows Home or Windows 10 Pro or Windows 11 Home, Windows, Pro. So you can have any one of them. But if you have Windows 7, don't ask me also, sir, what should I do? You can go to hardware shop. You can upgrade Windows, 10 Pro, I always recommend, or Windows 11 Pro, I always recommend. Clear? Windows 10 Home or Pro, you need to have it. Windows 7 is not going to work, and don't ask me the question also. You have to go to hardware shop. If the hardware shop says we cannot install, means you cannot use that laptop. There is no other question. You need to either resell it, upgrade it, or buy the new one, right? So we cannot do anything. Compulsorily in that you need to install what version of SQL Server 2019 or 2022. This software I will give you on Monday class. Okay, I will give you and I will show you how to install this software and in Monday's class so that you will be able to, install it. So no problem. But before installing it, by Monday, you need to upgrade your computer, make it ready. If you don't have it, we will buy one laptop and that is what. And compulsorily, you need to install MS Office, any version, 2007 version or later version, 2012, 2016. And the PDF you need to install, zipping softwares and everything you need to install. That's it. And Power BI, I will give you and we will also install. So Monday, I will give you this one and we will install so that your computer will be ready. So if you want me to buy a laptop, which one I should buy? So if you ask me, I will go and look into Amazon. So you will be able to get some laptops. I am using Lenovo. So I'll be recommending Lenovo, but you can buy anything. So as a Lenovo laptops. So I am using past 10 years. So with so Lenovo IdeaPad 3 11th generation Core i3 15.6 GB. So this bigger screen. So 15.6 screen inch, full HD, thin and light laptop, 8 GB, 512 GB SSD, Windows 11 Office. Everything is there. This we can buy it. Or 52. I don't recommend we need to put so this will be Celeron. Don't buy this software because Celeron, as I told you, it is not for us. It is for the housewives to use it or students to use it, not for us. Okay, so never buy this kind of a software. So Core i3 and 34 I can recommend because 5,000 less, right? So Intel i3 and 15 inch and light 8 GB 512s. You can buy this. So you can buy this if you wanted to need this. I will give this direct link in the chart so that you can go and buy this laptop. So that's it. You need not invest much more money and you will be able to easily get into yes 250 GB blah 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 saying. So 34,000, 35,000. But same configuration if you buy a desktop it will be 20,000. Okay. If you don't have money, you can go in for a desktop. It will be 20,000 rupees. But remember to have the speaker and everything is working fine in the desktop and internet, everything has to be enabled so that you can use desktop also. So anything is fine. So this is the configuration that you need to have it. So without that, we will not be able to work with this. Now, when you have the data, with the terabytes of data warehousing and BI tools are enough. But today, the data sizes is increased. Okay, what is the data size today? Today, the data size is even bigger than this. It is now petabyte of data, zettabyte of data, yottabyte of data, yottabyte of data. So this kind of a data is called as a big data. So you cannot store this much of a data in the data warehousing tools. I wanted to go to US from India. I can use a flight, but I wanted to go to moon or Mars. Can I use a flight and go? You have to use a rocket and go. We have one more technology just like a rocket, that is what is called Hadoop. Hadoop can store unlimited data. Hadoop can also process unlimited data. So remember, so this is where we are going to be using the technologies. But remember, every time I cannot use a rocket, every time I cannot use a flight, every time I cannot use a train, every time I cannot use a cycle. So depends upon the usage, you have to use need. Depends upon the need, you may use Hadoop or this one or this one or this one. So it is not that I wanted to replace my cars with the trains, trains with the flight. Now flight is going to be replacing with a rocket because it is a modern technology. When you think like that, people are going to be laughing at you. So nothing is replacing anything. It depends upon what kind of a requirement you have, what software I have to use it. So companies will use Hadoop, companies will use data warehousing and BI, companies also going to use all of them. Clear? So that is what depends upon the usage. The IT companies are going to be storing the data in Excel or in the SQL or in the data warehousing technologies or in the Hadoop technologies. That is what you need to know. Clear? So you don't have any other technology, but now let us understand what is a data analytics, right? Data analytics means it is also called as a business intelligence. As I told you, business intelligence means, already I told you, business intelligence means reporting the past or understanding the past. Reporting the past is called as data analytics, business intelligence. I have so much of social media data, I have so much of business data. I wanted to understand how last 5 years the sales of Amazon.com, or I wanted to know what is the last 10 years obesity rate in India. The India government wanted to know, right? So it is the last 5 years of data. It is understanding the past. Get the data, but where is the data of the complete population? So some IT company will be taken this project from government of India. So it may be stored in data warehouse, or would have stored in SQL, or it may be stored in the data warehousing. Somewhere the company, the IT company will be storing the data. It may be storing in Excel. 130 crore people data, you cannot store it here. So you cannot have, if it is so much of a data, the company is going to be storing this data. So after that, you need to perform the data analytics. So to perform the data analytics, somebody has to store the data. It may be anywhere. So government of India would have given this project to, let us say, Infosys or Accenture or Cognizant, Capgemini. So all the data of India population would have been captured into one Hadoop system, right? So only if you store the data, it is not required, it is not sufficient. I have to again analyze the data, processing, and I need to analyze the data and creating a lot of reports with Power BI and everything. Clear? So data analytics means compulsorily reporting the past. So you have one more technology, what is called data science. Okay, data science is actually came from data mining. Okay, so data mining, it is also called as today artificial intelligence, machine learning, or deep learning, neural networks, or natural language processing. Lot these things are used. Now, data science came up with two words. One is called data mining, and there is a word called computer science. Okay. So computer science and data mining, these two words, people have taken, data from here and science from here. Using these two technologies, we got this technology. Okay. So data mining came from data, data mining where people were predicting lot of things, lot of correlation programs, pattern matching, lot of things people were using. So data mining, it is a completely non-IT course, and with the data mining, they have implemented solutions in the computer science. So because of these two courses, data plus, data mining, computer science, became data science today. So data science will be very, very beautiful course. And within the data science, you need to learn data mining, artificial intelligence and everything. But remember, this is not very easy. This is predicting the future. Predict the future. Both of them are, the purpose is not same, right? Data analytics means understanding the past. Predictions, so you're going to be doing what would be obesity rate will be in India next 10 years. That is, what would be means you need to predict. But to predict, I have to see in the data from this. I have 130 crore people data, that is existing data that have, or the data may be here, the data may be here, the data may be here. So to get the data, you have to go to these technologies. On these technologies, you need to use data analytics or the data science. If you don't have the data, you will not be able to perform anything. So the data may be in Hadoop, data may be in data warehousing, data may be in SQL, or data may be in Excel, doesn't matter. So all this data you can get into, you can get the data and prepare data analytics or data science. Clear? Both of them are different. Data science will be data analytics will be 3 months course. As I told you yesterday, you have to learn SQL Server, data warehousing, and some ETL tools and some reporting tools you have to learn. So that's it. It will be done within 3 months. But if you wanted to get into this one, it is not very easy. SQL you have to know, Python you need to know, and you need to learn artificial intelligence, data science, and neural networks and deep learning. You have to learn machine learning. It will be 18 months course, and it will be less price. Within 20-30,000 rupees you will be able to complete this will be lakhs of rupees you need to invest, and very, very complex. Don't never jump into that. Many YouTuber will say this is 21st century opportunity, it is the sexiest job in the world. All these things are good to listen, but when you go into that, you will feel very, very hardened, and it will be very tough. Don't jump into that and you cannot learn. So if you wanted to get into data science, I strongly recommend first you go to IT industry with these technologies. No coding, nothing is required. Simple, within 3 months you can complete the course, and afterwards you can plan for 1 or 2 months, continuously give the interviews. You fail 5-10 rounds of interviews, fourth month or fifth month you have a job in your hand. But it is not like that. So in the first month, whatever you learned, that you would have forgotten in the after 1 year, because it's 18 months of course, and it don't directly jump into that. If you wanted to jump, that is your wish. I cannot stop it. We have this technology also in our institute, right? We have not only this, lot of other things are there. So this is what you need to understand. So without data, we cannot perform data analytics or the data science or data mining, whatever you think of. So first you have to know why we need to learn this technologies. Means very, very easy, anybody can get into IT industry. And tomorrow I'll talk about what is MSBI, what is Power BI, and Tableau BI. Already I spoken about this history. Tomorrow we'll compare MSBI with the Power BI. Same time, same meeting ID we can use, you can come. So this is the thing that I have told you. So guys, hope you're able to enjoy, and tomorrow we'll talk about lot many technical things. So today you know about what is a data science, what is a data analytics. Clear? Different tools are there to understand. Anybody can get into data analytics, but data science, you will become a scientist, not a software engineer. So data analytics means you will become a BA developer, or a software engineer, or report developer. You're a software engineer. In the data science, you will become a scientist. You should have research and development skills. Otherwise, don't go into data science blindly. You will go mad. You lose the opportunities, and definitely it will be very, very difficult, guys. Right? Thank you so much. And tomorrow we'll continue further. We'll understand tomorrow in depth of ETL and SSAS and SSRS, and reporting also we'll see tomorrow. And hope you have enjoyed this. And if you have any questions, and you can ask me now. Hope you have filled this form, right? So today's video also you will be getting it in your email ID. So make sure that you fill the form, and people who did not fill yesterday, make sure that you take the form and fill it. Now I'm giving the this form in the chat window. You need to fill only these details. Okay. What is the advantage? You will get the fee discounts. What is the fee details and everything will be informed tomorrow only. And tomorrow you will be able to get the payment links and everything. And Saturday, Sunday, we don't have any class. And Monday, I'm going to be dealing with the completely the installations and other process, right? So make sure you have to get the laptop or desktop within by Monday, or you may take one more week and get it done. I will give you all softwares and everything, guys. You need to install. You need to give this details and click on subscribe. Daily videos are going to come, and fee discount also will be given when you give this. Thank you, guys. And tomorrow we are going to continue with the third demo, and we'll complete the demos by tomorrow. And tomorrow we'll talk about completely technical things. Hope you have enjoyed it. Did you like the class, guys? No, do we need to pay the full amount? Means you can pay the amount in the installments. Okay, no issues at all. Thank you, guys.